Hello everybody, welcome back to Danganronpa 2.
Let's put a nail in this coffin.
Hajime is gonna be the one to finish this.
Oh god, what is it? If this is Hangman's Gambit, I quit. Oh god.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
Blood on the Souls. Wow, it was a lot. AC Temp, Mikan's account.
I'm not the killer! We can't think of anybody else other than you.
Maybe Mikan's account, since we're like trying to use her.
Oh, do you have any proof?
Yeah, a lot.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or
Well, because we know
the
that.
hospital slippers she had on.
Yes, the slippers had blood on it.
Oh yeah.
Body types.
Is that really your proof?
There's no way
You
we'd
could
be able to
her
tell.
body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
I think
Wait,
it's
hold on. I think I heard
Pay
it.
close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm the only one who saw the video. Who else? Aha, that's right. I'm the only one who saw the video. I got it. I think I know what we have to do.
Can't think of anybody else other than
We'll
you.
just listen to it one more time.
Who could have filmed
It's
that
not Mikan's
video.
account. I think we're gonna need to grab something.
Do you
Actually, it
have
might be
any
Mikan's account.
proof? Is the
No.
hemp bag on her
Is there anything
head
that
the
goes
proof?
better?
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Right.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
That's the one. I don't
from that
think
dim
we've talked
candlelight?
about the angle
There's
of the
no way
video.
you'd be able to make out her body type.
All right.
Please forgive me already.
I can't tell if it's Mikan's account
Hajime,
Okay.
pay
or
close
my
attention
other
and listen
thought
well.
is.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I think it's this.
okay. Let's try it.
I think it's that, just because of how I was between Mikan's account or that, and because of how hard that statement was to get. We're metagaming this.
Not the killer.
About time someone did.
We can't think of anybody else other than
If
you.
not, then we'll try Mikan's account.
Okay.
Who could have
I
filmed
think
that
it's the
video.
only thing that makes sense. Do we have like? Well, I don't
Do
want
you
to look
have
at it
any
now, but do we have like our
Is the
account?
hemp bag on her head the proof?
I don't think there
Is
was.
the hospital gown she
I
was
think
wearing
I
suspicious?
think
Or
mistake
could
is
it be
it.
the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
This is gonna be it.
You could tell her body type
Nope,
under the
no.
hospital gown.
Next one.
Wait, no.
No,
wait.
it's the next one.
Oops. You're right.
We can't think of anybody. who
Well,
could
she
have filmed
names
that.
like 15 sentences.
Yeah, I just got ahead of myself. I thought.
You're getting excited.
I was.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly.
Is that really? You could tell
Oh
her
my
body
God.
just from that camera.
Okay,
just
so
from
it's
after
dim
that.
Candlelight.
Oops.
There's no way you'd be
Okay,
able to
we
make
should
out
have
her
grabbed
body type.
Chiaki's thing.
So please forgive me.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Got it.
All right, I figured it out. You have to, like in the last game, you held it and then let go.
Oh.
This, you hold it down until it grabs the statement.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so
Can't
not
think
gonna
of
shoot
anybody who
too
could have
early.
filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital
Like
gown she was
I was
wearing
trying to think ahead to what else it could be
could it be
in case this is
hospital
wrong,
slippers?
because I'm still
Ibuki
iffy.
and Mikan clearly have different body.
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital just
No.
from that
It's in
video.
after this one, I
Just
think.
from that
No.
There you
camera
go.
angle.
Not the camera angle?
Oh yeah, it is.
I'll shoot through that
Yes!
contradiction.
Good job.
All right.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Yeah, we never said it. Never came up like what you were able to see in that video. Just that we saw someone hang
So how
themselves.
can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
This is where, again, like sometimes it's hard to know what information other characters have, but I do know we have never talked about that
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
The thing, I feel like that we've killed people, like, we voted on less information than this before.
Oh, she's broken again.
Huh?
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
She's creepy.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead.
Oh my god, we already know about that.
Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
I'm with Kazuichi. No, we already know about the bag.
Tote
That,
bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
and there
There's
were two.
two.
Monokuma already established
You know
this.
so much about that video.
Can we just stop? Can we interject right here?
Yeah.
Objection.
Can I just vote?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was
Yes.
sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right?
How do you
Okay.
know about that?
Oopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible?
No.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room
There was
and the
two.
music
I think
venue at the
Monokuma had an
same
account
time?
in our thing.
It's blatantly obvious that that's
Yeah.
impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer.
This has been probably one of the more frustrating trials I think
Yeah,
that
'cause
we've
we're
done.
done.
You forgive me, right?
No.
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
I heard Nagito.
Then you're
Yeah.
gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
I mean, we've had like situations where it's like, oh, all the evidence points towards this person, but usually for the most part, you can tell that that's leading in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm waiting for her to pull a gun out.
long time no see. Well, oh god, no. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic action. This is probably going to be my last job during the class trial. Thank you. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo feature. Oh, good. Because below the temple marker, or portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy remarks no matter how much you mash the B button. By pressing, which is square. Got some of this down. Just like, yeah, I'm press the X button, square button in time with the tempo marker. Controls are the same as the X button. Match tempo marker by pressing the square button. Based on how well you kept. Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you get, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. We were just talking about this yesterday. About how it seems like you need to be ahead of
Oh yeah, it seems
the
like,
note. Oh, and good luck and have fun.
Explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
There's two, bitch.
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Like, I don't understand at this point why we're not just
Forgive
voting.
me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're
She
obviously
reminds me of
gonna
those serial
forgive me,
killer
right?
movies where
Yeah.
she's got the gun in her hand and she's pointing at your head saying, "Forgive me."
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere.
Just
I gotta
pull
do
the
something
damn
and end
boat.
this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. I mean, if she hasn't admitted it based on the insane amount of evidence, the fact that there's two tote bags, I don't think is gonna matter.
Forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me.
Oh my god, this is...
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me!
This is hard with this. Like the statements are getting in my way.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Can you forgive me already?
Alrighty.
I'll do anything you want.
4 bullets now.
Can you forgive me already?
Yeah, we failed.
Well, that's awful.
Oh god, we have to do this again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do something about the
will never give
lag.
You think it might be easier with a mouse and keyboard?
Well then I'd have to relearn controls. No, I think I'm just gonna have to maybe watch the other screen.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want.
There we go.
Please, draw on me. Do you
Nope.
understand?
Nope, you're still missing.
Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive
All your
me
bolts are
already?
up.
I'll do anything you want.
Fever.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me.
You're
Do
back
you
to
understand?
bullets and shooting now.
Why
Go
only
down.
me? Please,
Bullets.
draw on me.
Shoot.
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2 places at the same time.
Theater bonus prize.
Prize.
This is the end.
All right.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was slightly easier watching it off of the other monitor.
Okay.
Monokuma.
Not by
Mentioned this
much.
earlier.
But I think that's the only way I'm gonna be able to fight the lag.
You get another one free.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places.
Yeah.
So please, just stop making desperate
Can
excuses.
we vote?
Yeah.
Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
All right. Closing argument.
I will say I think this one this is probably the one that they did better in this game versus the first one.
I would agree. All right.
All right. So what I saw
on the monitor was the person, the video, the hanging. Okay.
What did the killer do after the broadcast? Not any of this stuff. The body was hidden before. We don't have that. A small clue the killer left would have been the paper, but we don't have that.
Okay, what's that one?
Put it back to normal after destroying it. Would that be the surveillance camera? How was the real locked
It
room
was
created?
the broken pools, the broken drumstick.
No,
oh,
no,
the
no,
glue,
no.
The glue.
That was the glue.
Okay.
All right. So would it be?
Body was hidden before.
A small clue the killer left. We don't have that. So I think it's put it back to normal after destroying it. The only thing I can think of is what's.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So
that would be the
we have
glue.
one more.
All right, let's go back.
There's nothing else there. Okay, so we have.
Okay. So what's this one? What did?
Is there? Yeah, that was it. Okay.
What did the killer do after the broadcast? Was it kill Hyoko? Or was it that? Throw off the hemp bag?
I guess so. It's,
all right.
wow,
there's
this at first how long everything else about this trial has been. This one was surprisingly short.
Well,
This
there's
part
the
was
glue
short.
and the there's the
Yeah.
picture, the ripped
Small clue. No, that's a small clue. The killer left.
That was the glue.
There we go.
Okay. The small clue is that paper hanging on that thing right there. And then that one should be the wrapping paper, wallpaper.
Yeah. Wait. The killer ripped. Oh, the killer ripped it. I got it.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick.
Every time he says venue, I think he's saying video.
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room.
I feel like very little focus has been given to Hyoko's death. This has all been about solving Ibuki.
I know.
It's like, oh yeah, and Ibuki's body just happened to be there.
What was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue. When they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open.
I almost feel like the closed room part was unnecessary.
Yep.
Like, not from us figuring it out standpoint, but just from the standpoint of they didn't need to do that. Like, Mikon would have been fine without doing that.
With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me.
I mean, you're really at that point hoping no one else notices the edges of the door.
They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
See, it's a heart monitor.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
It's a creepy look.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
She's broke.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing. Like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Whoa.
Oh, does she? I think maybe she still has the despair disease.
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
What? Monokuma, where have you been the rest of this? Alright, this is probably gonna be really, really bad. Oof. Wait, how did we only get 49 points on the,
Because we failed it.
No, isn't that the comic?
I don't know.
I feel like
what
we get a B no matter what we do, but I swear that 49 would be out of 100.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
With pleasure.
Couldn't you have done that like a half hour ago?
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
The way Mikon is liking despair reminds me of Junko.
Oh, yeah. But again, she does have that despair disease.
Yeah.
Mikon is secretly Junko confirmed.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She has actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too, you say? I know, because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? Then that means she was... Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right. Mikon felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikon was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. See? That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Uh-huh.
It's creepy.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? Is she actually Junko? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
What?
Huh? Huh?
But who are you talking about?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
This is where we get back.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never...
She also in love with Byakuya?
That would make sense at this point.
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me.
Yeah, I think she was using the word, like, forgive in a different context than, like,
They gave me value.
forgive me for something bad I've done.
They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in
Did
full.
she like
It's
Teru?
no, it's totally Byakuya.
This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how
it's like nothing
amazing.
matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair,
You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
remember.
Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which
means you had the remembering disease? But if that means she remembered something and it ended up like this,
Such despair.
are you saying that you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island?
Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everyone's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. She in love with Junko?
Right? That's what I'm like.
That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Oh, that would make so much sense.
If it was Junko?
Yeah. Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan.
Will the real Mikan please stand up?
Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered. There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I'll remember, no, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you were all so worrying about.
You serious?
You know?
Not know. I remembered, that's all. I knew all about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Future?
It's that door.
That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is this Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know?
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh?
I knew it. Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
I think they're on opposite ends.
Yes.
She's on the future and he's on the other.
Yep. Woohoo! Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own. Oh. Oh, also it was asked at one point, real quick, who we thought was controlling Monokuma. I still think it's Junko somehow. I have not figured out the how.
I thought we said that in the last...
Did we?
Like 2 or 3 ago that we thought it might be Junko still, or somebody that was in that organization that like...
No, I think Junko...
Fenrir? Wasn't that it? Fenrir? That was
No. That was like a mercenary group.
Oh, I thought... Anyways.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh well. No one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not.
Oh, hell no!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient.
Alright, well, we are running long, so we'll just have to see how this all ends in the next episode.
Oh man!
Wow.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
I want to know who her beloved is. I think it's either Byakuya or Junko. I think it's more Junko, just based on her despair.
It's based on the despair disease.
Because I made a mention that she's reminding me of Junko.
Yep. Alright. Things are heating up.
Plot thickens.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.